Well, hey there, folks. Welcome back to Middleburgh. You're on Farming Simulator 22. We're in October. We've got some harvesting to do and some seeding to do. See the sunflowers there to the left, they're ready to go, and the corn here on the right is ready too. I got the seeder hooked up here. What I have done since the last episode is took some soil samples on the two new fields that I bought. I used a plow to go ahead and plow out the divider, and I put out some lime. So it is ready to be seeded. I'm going to plant wheat, and the reason for that is I want to get some wheat so that we can make some flour. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of seeding here. I don't know, does this... Let me double check this seeder here real quick. I thought that it is direct drill. Yeah, okay, good. Because we do have the weeds out here, and I wanted to make sure it would take care of those. So you see the field is now one big field. If we take a look at it here on the map, I think it'll show what it looks like. Let's see. Yep, it is now merged. So those two fields are combined into one big field. So I'm going to let a helper work on this for me. Got the board hooked up to the seeder here. And so we're just going to go ahead and set a course up here. Let's get that done real quick. And then we're going to go work on some harvesting while this guy works. So let's do 3 headlands. Let's overlap quite a bit so we don't miss any spots. And clockwise looks good, so let's generate. And we should be good to go to start at the first waypoint. And there we go. So very, very good. So we'll just let that go, and it'll get this field taken care of for me. So I'm going to hop over here, back over to the farm. Look at all the sugar I have on the trailer there. Gotta do something with that here very soon. So we'll go ahead and get into the combine here. Now I don't need that header. We need to go get the other header, which is in the shed over here, I believe. Let's see, I think this one is on a trailer. It is, so actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull the combine out here. And let's see, this tractor should pull it. We get the header pulled out and connected. We'll get started on some harvesting. So I'm not sure if we're going to get to everything this episode. There's well, a lot to do. We got the corn and the soybeans are ready. Not soybeans, sunflowers. So I'm not sure if we'll get through all of it on this episode. We'll give it a shot. I'll get out of this shed eventually. Didn't quite have 40 acres to turn that rig around inside of the shed. Alright. I have to stay back from this combine quite a bit when I'm recording. It's a little bit on the loud side. Compared to the other equipment, so I have to zoom way out here so that I don't have to do a whole lot of editing on the back end. So we'll go ahead and start here in the sunflowers field, and let's see, there we go. we'll harvest a little bit here, and then we'll have to go grab a trailer. So I'm getting a lot of stuff kind of queued up, ready to sell. I did end up with 4 pallets of wine overnight, and I think there's actually some more stored in the winery. Ended up with nearly 100,000 liters of grapes off of the grape fields. So actually quite a bit more than I was expecting. Now, it is time to do the trimming on the grapevines and all of that, but I don't know. I still hadn't decided whether I want to go another round with them. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I don't think it matters too much. If I do it, I'll do it over the winter months when there's not much else going on. Yeah, I don't know. It is a pain. It is really a pain. I did get into a pretty good routine doing that lower field there. I just let the harvester go down and come back up, and it'd be about 70-75% full. So I would just go ahead and empty it then and let it do another 2 rows and empty it. It took a lot of time and stopping the harvester and having to empty it out, so it was a little bit of a pain, but it went okay. I just wish it would hold a little bit more in the capacity of the grape harvester, but it is what it is, so made the best of it and got them in. But yeah, so I think that I'm going to have a whole lot of products to sell here coming up soon. We're in October, so the prices on pretty much everything should start rising. I have a bunch of eggs to sell, a bunch of sugar, I have a bunch of soda, I've got wine now, so a lot of I think it's going to be good. And on top of that, really haven't talked much about it because I just kind of had done it in the background. But when I took the trees down here at this farm to clear things out, all of the wood chips I put down into the pellet factory, and well, I only have 180,000 liters of pellets to sell. And we all know how that went last time when I sold them, and I can't remember exactly how many I had then, but that is going to be another good payday. I think they get up to around 3,000 per 1,000 liters. So 180 times 3. That'll be a pretty good payout, at least half a million or so, depending on when I actually sell them. So got that too. A lot of cash available. So what I intend to do is we're going to get these 2 fields harvested, and then probably sell something, maybe start selling some of the wine. And what I want to do is get my cash up just a little bit so that I can buy another field. And what I actually want to do, we'll let that combine go there. While I'm over here at this farm, we have these fields over here. This one's a little bit expensive, but this one right here is only 220,000. So I thought about buying it, which I could now. I just don't have a whole lot of extra. But we'll get that one bought, and then as we sell some products, go ahead and start buying up the land over here on this farm. And what my goal would be, other than those fields across the way there that have more grapevines on them, I'd like to own all of those fields across over there at some point. And then we'll work into running some crops through those fields. So that's kind of what I'm thinking now that we're over here. and we got settled in at this farm. I'm thinking that's what we'll do. We've got so much money that we're going to get here soon, so I think it'll work out. I think it will. So pretty exciting. Kind of went from a small farm to a much bigger farm, and then hopefully expanding to quite the estate over here by the time the series ends up completing. So, and I mentioned too in the last episode, I don't want anyone to get any read into it or anything. I mentioned in the last episode, I think that we may end up with some larger equipment to finish out the series, and that doesn't mean that I'm ending this anytime soon. So that's not what I was intending by that statement. We're going to keep running this here for a little bit longer. I don't know how long it'll go, but we're going to keep going until I get to a point where I feel like I want to stop. I don't really have a stopping point goal. I don't have a money figure set or anything like that. Just kind of just rolling through it, having fun, really enjoying the series. I get to chit chat with you guys. It's a little bit more laid back. Not a whole lot of editing, as long as I don't mess up too much when I talk. So we'll get around here. We almost have a full tank here. Matter of fact, let's see, if I hire a helper here, he'll probably be on the wrong side. We'll get down to this end here. I will hire a helper. I'll let him go a bit while I go grab a trailer. Now, I really should have picked up a grain wagon or an auger wagon. I haven't yet. Maybe as we get some bigger fields going over here, might do that. Alright, let's see. Let me get lined up here. It's not going to work out very well, but we'll just send him off in that direction there. I think he's going to miss quite a bit, actually. Well, it's at 97% anyway. I'll just finish this out and go grab a trailer myself. Alright, there we go. Alright, get the auger out and let's bump around here to find... we'll use the New Holland here. I don't like having the front loader on this activity, but we'll just leave it on for now. Should be okay. Get the sheep out again. So one thing I have not just realized I haven't done is checked to see if there's any good used equipment today. I usually like to check that in the mornings. I do know too, as yesterday a game has passed by, I paid attention a little bit, and it does appear that the soda factory actually goes through the corn syrup faster than the oil mill can produce it. So if any of you guys are going to use that production, I would recommend that you get the oil mill going faster, or before you buy the soda factory, to go ahead and get a supply of the corn oil or corn syrup saved up so that you don't have the delays in the soda production. So just a little tip that I have come across. not really sure the best way to have a worker work on this field. I think up and down this way is going to be the best way. What I'll do is go ahead and get one, or finish up this strip here along the fence. And then we'll set it going north-south here on... Actually, is that north-south? I'm not really sure. Up and down. Which I guess up and down could be... Depends on which way you're looking at it. That way. Keep wanting to zoom in on this combine here, but trying to keep the noise down a bit. Now I do have this combine. It's served us well. It does a great job. However, as we do expand the farm here, I may look into something just a little bit larger, and maybe not even not get rid of this one. Maybe we'll hang on to it and just add to the fleet. Alright, this is going to get a little bit ridiculous here. Let's see what he does. Let's see which one. Looking at the lines and the crops there, I think he'll go this way. Let's see what happens. Yep, that should work out. Very good. So while he's going, I'm going to let him work for us just a minute. That is a little less than halfway full. And I want... Oh, you have got to be kidding me. I figured. So what are we doing here? What is this guy doing? Let me get figured out. It looks like he was making that first pass there. Now he did miss a bunch here. That's very strange. Let me go ahead and grab that. You'd think doing 3 headlands would have been enough. But I guess it wasn't. Sorry about the trees there. Trying to get a visual here where I need to be. Here we go. Alright, let's get him back on track here. Make sure everything goes good here. While he's doing that, we'll hang with him for just a second. And let's go ahead and check the used vehicles. Ooh, we could get a big Steiger, but it's red. We need blue. Big sprayer there. That actually might be useful. Have a bigger header. Oh, that'd be cool to have. Well, a lot of red stuff in here today. I guess not much there that I want. I do like the used vehicle sale. I think that is a cool feature that they added into Farm Sim 22. I may abuse it just a bit, but I think it's cool. We all know that most farmers can't afford to buy new stuff all the time, so it's actually much more realistic to pick up the used stuff. I'm just going to make sure this guy makes the turn here. Yeah, it looks like he's okay. Alright, let's get back over here into this guy. We'll get over here and go ahead and empty out the combine again. Try to get it on the fly. If I can get turned around. I tell you, I really, really like this map. I just wish it actually just ran a little bit better. And there's so much going on it, but like if I turn on my frames per second, I can tell when it starts dropping. I can feel the stuttering and jittering as I pan my camera. So you see I'm 26 frames per second right now, which what I normally get, that's compared to what I normally get, that is terrible. But as I look around the map, sometimes it gets a little better depending on which direction. Like there, I'm almost 50, but we are near the edge of the map, and that's what I'm looking at there. So yeah, I wish this map ran just a little bit better. Nitro Dad just put so much into them that it is tough. Tough on the graphics processor. Alright, so we have got that done. So where the field is being planted, we have a whole bunch of stuff to sell. I'll tell you what, let's let some helpers help us out for just a few minutes. And let's run over here. So one thing I found that is rather interesting is I planted corn in this field, or this greenhouse here, because I was wanting to have enough corn to take over to the oil mill. Well, it makes a lot of corn, a whole lot of corn. So there's the 4 pallets of wine, boxed wine. And then there is some still in the production. Oh, I put in a beehive. Yep, got that put in. And another spawn point over here at this farm. So you see all the eggs I have. And all of the sugar here. So I think what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and I want to unload the sugar. Whoa, it did not like being unloaded. And then we're going to go ahead and hook up or pick up the eggs and get those sold. Now let's see where the best price for the eggs. Currently, I bet over here this market stand that I put in actually does a pretty good business. They buy things higher than a lot of other places. So there we go, eggs. Actually, the bakery is a little bit higher, but not a whole lot. And the market stall is much, much closer. So we're just going to go right over here, be real quick. We'll get these sold. Oh, actually, I went the wrong way. Went the wrong way. So I do have this area over here that where I took down the fence. I don't know if I'm going to put anything in there. I like it being open like that, but it does give me an option to place something down there if I choose to at some point. Wow. $45,000 for eggs. That's fantastic. Of course, I have been saving those for a while, so whoever's buying them is really getting the bad end of that deal. All right, so let's take a look real quick at some of the productions while we're waiting. The wine production still has 87, almost 88,000 liters of grapes. You see there's 4,000 liters of wine in storage, and there's 4,000 in the shed. And then the corn syrup, still have 24,000 liters of corn in there and 571 liters of corn syrup. Now there are probably no pallets there because I just grabbed those this morning before recording this episode. And then the soda factory, this is going to be pretty lucrative here because we have the pallets sitting out in front of it. There's 21,000 liters in storage. Now I am getting low again on corn syrup. And I do need to take some sugar down there. But if we take a look at the price of soda, yep, that does appear it gets up to around 16,000 earlier in the spring. I don't know if I'll wait that long, but yeah, it's going to be good. That's going to be good, really good. And then let's see, what else do we have here? Of course, we have the pellets, a whole bunch of those. And we are in our farm production barn. We're making premium potatoes and the sugar still. So that's all we're making there. And then we have our greenhouses that are producing some products for us. Animals, real quick, we have some cows. They have plenty of food, 8,000 liters of milk, 20,000 liters of slurry. Sheep, plenty of grass or hay is what I put in there. Starting to produce some wool. Pigs, they haven't reproduced yet, but it won't take them long. They still have 10,000 liters of food. They have straw and making slurry and manure. And then chickens, I need to feed them, but they are plopping out the eggs. Of course, we have our horses down here. They have plenty of food. I am using the horse helper mod, or one of those, to get them trained up. So things are moving along really, really smoothly. I'm back. Oh, let's see. I got a little bit too close there. We'll just back this here there. I'm not going to load it up. We'll just leave it. And let's run over here and see if the combine is ready to be emptied out. I have the little tractor there with the trailer still attached. I hadn't moved it yet. It's still running. We'll get over here, and I'm also going to check and see if that seeder is still running real quick. He's moving. Thank goodness. All right, we'll get down here and catch this combine on the way up, back up here. And a perfect timing because he's at 80%. So I'm going to try to record this episode actually straight through. We're about almost to 30 minutes here, and I haven't messed up too much so far. So that's really good. That helps me out with not having to edit too much, and it's good. Actually, today is Friday, and today's Thursday. I'm recording. And I have a little surgical procedure to do tomorrow, so I'm not sure how I'm going to be feeling this weekend. So videos may get a little bit slow here. Maybe not. Maybe I will feel good enough to keep up with my recording schedule, but this week's just been a little bit busy trying to get things taken care of. Things are just, it's like when it rains, it pours. So I had a lot going on. I kind of got behind on my recording, and then we have this little surgery procedure. So this video should come out on Saturday, which will be the day after my procedure. So hopefully I'll be feeling a little bit better by then. And I can get back to some serious recording. And that is one of the nice things I do like about this series. If I do have enough kind of queued up and ready to go, I can just play kind of straight through. Don't have to make a bunch of cuts and edits, and it gives some decent enough content. We won't get a ton done on this particular episode, but it'll be a start. And what I'll probably do is we'll go a little bit longer here, and we'll get some more of these sunflowers harvested. And then on the next episode, I'll finish it up off screen, and then we'll start working on the corn on the next time. Or who knows, maybe I'll just harvest that myself and we'll move on to something else. I'm not sure how full the combine is because he did not empty out all the way. So let's let him get turned around down here, and I will attempt to offload him again. Come on, Mr. Slowpoke. So while we're waiting on this guy here to turn around, I do want to thank all of you for your continued support. I know I thank you from time to time, or try to remember to thank you guys, but I really do mean it. None of this would be possible without you. I mean, I can make movies all I want to, but if you guys don't watch them, it does no good. But you guys are doing great as far as your support to me, watching my content. I appreciate it. Sincerely, I really appreciate it. Sometimes I get some comments that really are unbelievable, some of the things that people say, and I mean, it's very much appreciated. So you guys are awesome. Thank you for your support. Be sure to share my videos. Click that thumbs up button. That is the most important thing you can do as a viewer for my channel. Those likes go a long way. Tell a friend. Tell your grandma. I bet grandma would like watching some tractor videos. Alright, I think he is pretty much caught up there on emptying. We'll just go on to the end of the row here. Alright. They got loud there real quick. It's gonna get loud. There we go. We'll grab on and take over. Now my rows will not be as straight. And you might wiggle and waggle down the field, but that's okay, we'll get it all. As I've played the game with my kids early on, they used to leave straw on the field, or they'd run through with a combine and miss spots all over the place. And I always told them, I said, you're leaving money on the field. So now that we're doing our series, occasionally I'll miss something. Well, guess what they tell me. So, funny kids. You gotta be careful what you say, because they will throw it back on you. Let's check on the helper there. So he is about halfway done with those fills. I'm actually not sure if he's going to make it all the way through without needing to be refilled. on the seeds. And it seems like there was something else I did between episodes. I don't think I have a loan. I think I've paid all of that back. Yep. So, yeah, I can't remember. I did sell the grinder. That was on the last episode. So, yeah, I think we're caught up. Other than just some general housekeeping. The silage that I made, the last batch, is about halfway ready. So I think that should be ready tomorrow, well, next month in November, hopefully. And I have not taken any back down to the silage factory. We have a lot of silage up here. So I hadn't taken any down, just waiting. Probably do that over the winter. Don't need any right now because the cows have plenty of food. So just kind of saving it up. And we are starting to get quite a bit of crops in the silos. So that's actually pretty good too, because I intended to make the pig food out of some of that, but well, after I bought the pig food and then we're making some in the little farm factory, I don't know that I'll need to use it for it. So I think we can start maybe selling some of those. So it's going to be a really good winter. I'm kind of interested to see how much I end up making this selling season. Because if we do make enough, I intend to overhaul some of our equipment. Maybe we'll go ahead and maybe pick up maybe one more tractor. Maybe something even a little bit bigger, and then pick up another combine. Probably do something with our planters and seeders, maybe go a little bit bigger on those. Now I do have slurry coming from the cows and the pigs, and I would like to use that on the fields, but the little slurry tanker that we have is pretty small, so I may look at maybe a bigger slurry spreader as well. So got quite a few things that we may get or be able to buy to help us out here around the farm and help us to expand, because once we start picking up those fields over there, we're going to need a little bit more larger equipment to get it done efficiently. Now there is a fence that goes around over there, and I thought about removing some of it, but I'm not real sure. May just combine those two fields down there and then combine these. We'll have to see. Alright, well, I have rambled on enough during this episode. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish up this harvesting here in the sunflower field. I'm going to get it finished and then get the seeding finished. Matter of fact, let me hire a worker here and then let's go check and see. Oh, he's only 52%, so yeah, he should be good to go on getting the rest of this field done here. Oh, he's not taking the weeds out. I'm gonna have to spray them. Yep. Oh, that's aggravating. I thought for sure that it would cultivate it in. Well, that stinks. So we'll get this done. I may spray them. I don't know. We'll see. I need a bigger sprayer too. That's something else I need. So anyhow, getting a little bit off track here. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please be sure to click the thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel if you hadn't done so already. And send me some workers that can get around a tree when turning around at the end of the field. Oh, these bozos. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope each of you have a blessed day.